Steam, I think. Yeah, I did. I did accidentally open Steam. No, go away, Steam.
I frequently do that. I probably should move my Discord and Steam buttons away from each other because
Steam
they're
is
so
right next
similar.
to Chrome, so whenever I try and go back to Chrome, I accidentally hit Steam. It's not ideal. So, look, you have a chance to read the session notes from last time? You didn't have a great time with your character.
Usually doesn't.
Yeah, and you had a particularly shit time. Quite literally.
Next 6 months.
No.
Quiet.
But you...
Your arsehole's a bit sore though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't win them all.
You may or may not have come down with a case of the galloping trots.
Yeah. Keeping the toilet paper in the fridge for a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
It was quite dramatic.
It was very funny watching you struggle around town, like just shitting through the eye of a needle.
Where did you post the recaps again? This one on Roll20 saying it's from 6 months ago.
Yeah, I stopped doing them on Roll20 because it was a pain in the ass doing them in two different places. So I've been doing them on the Obsidian portal. I posted the link to it in the Discord chat.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember now. I'm reading it.
Yes, so Galloping Trots, Luke, for your information. Hang on, I will give you a brief rundown of how the Galloping Trots works. It's not great. So, Galloping Trots. It says here, it is said that halfling food won't give you the Galloping Trots, a messy affliction all too common in the Empire, given just how little care is given to the proper preparation of food. But those suffering from Rumster's revenge from the cheap halfling pies on sale across Altdorf would disagree, assuming they could escape the privy for long enough. So essentially, you've got a bad case of diarrhea.
Oh, good. I ate some mushrooms and called it a day.
Yep.
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 So, I think you've got it for 9 days is what I rolled for your symptoms to persist for.
Wouldn't you die?
You
that
can still
just
eat
food at this
food
point?
and liquids. It's just you're having a hard time keeping them in.
You'd need like a magical drip. Like a pipe and a needle.
So from that you have flux, which essentially just means you're running to the toilet all the time. You have malaise, which once you have recovered from your illness. Oh, sorry, no. You're considered to have a fatigued condition just all the time, whilst you're sick.
Mm-hmm. It's from all the running.
You also have a little bit of nausea.
Just a tad.
So whenever you fail a movement test, you gain a stunned condition.
Oh my god. So if I fail a movement test, say...
Yeah, so if, I don't know, say you try to dodge an attack, for example. So any attack that involves, like, any action that involves any sort of physical movement. So yeah, if you try to, like, dodge an attack, or, I don't know, maybe you dismount off a horse poorly, you will gain a stunned condition as you throw up and you feel just a bit unwell.
So given how well I roll, what you're saying is that I'm going to be stunned for the next 9 days?
Well, Oh, actually, I was about to say you're probably about on day 6, so you only really have about 3 days left of this illness.
Okay.
Because you got it the first day out from. Oops, I did not mean to ping that. Sorry. You got it the first day out from Salzenmund, and it's a 5.5 day journey to Beekerhofen where you are now, and you've been in Beekerhofen for like a day and a bit. So, yeah, you're probably on like day 6 now.
Sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Very grimdark.
Sounds very much like I've gone to a restaurant and not realised that there was butter in everything.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
occasionally, I admit I will defy God and have a banana thick shake, but it's because I don't learn.
I would trade my mum in for a vanilla thick shake without even a question asked. All I've
So
been
good.
craving for the past 6 years is just a vanilla thick shake. I need it.
Oh,
If I shove enough lactase in my face, I can survive one.
before I forget, Luke, I should have made you do this. Well, you weren't here, and I should have rolled for you
My God.
for the last session. But can you roll for me, please? Did I say was it challenging? Yeah, a challenging endurance test.
Challenging endurance test. This sounds like it's going to end well for me.
It'll be for corruption because we hung
It'll be
out
for
with
corruption from the last session, yeah. Because
we hung out with real close with some Nurgle boys.
yeah,
But surely I would have purged the corruption. So endurance test, was it?
yes,
Difficult?
please, challenging. Cool. Just tack on an extra corruption point. I should have done that for you last session, but I forgot about it. So
The fact that I have to roll more than 55 and I still fail by this much is just so standard.
the rolling in this game is harsh.
It's like the middle section doesn't exist. It's 0 to 20 or 80 to 100, nothing else.
Yeah, sometimes it does feel that way. All right. So you've read through the notes.
Yeah.
Cool. So basically, it is, I guess, currently the small hours of the morning. The 5 of you have successfully apprehended the mysterious hooded figure who has claimed to be just an itinerant healer and didn't realize that the people that she were healing were dying. That wasn't in the bargain. She was just healing them in the ways that she had been taught when she studied and from this book that she read at
And then be down in a weird fucking chaos language.
yeah, which she could understand, but you guys couldn't at all. So you're not sure if she is wholly corrupted, or if maybe she's just an unwilling pawn, maybe.
Yeah. If I recall, we had decided that Alric had bound her hands. I think he'd manacled her.
That's correct. Yes, she is bound.
We were intending to travel back as swiftly as certain illnesses allow.
Yep.
Were we going to take her? Were we going to take her back to the Shalia? Was it Shrine here? Or were we going to take her back to the priestess?
I thought we were going to take her back to the priestess.
That means we're going to have to travel for 5 days with her.
Correct.
You're gonna have a bad time.
It might be the only option.
I think my concern is that she might corrupt the people here who, like, they're a bit country bumpkin. Maybe not, but like I just thought we were meant to take her back to the person who
I think
hired us to do the job.
I think that's probably the best idea.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps we can interrogate her further as we travel.
Not bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
How did we travel here again?
You
Did
rode
we
your
have
horses.
a cart?
No, you rode your horses down here.
How much money do I have? Probably not much. How much would it be to get like a small cart that my horse could pull? Big enough just to put the woman on, but not any bigger, just like a small platform with 2 wheels. It's probably way more than I can afford.
Yeah, it's 20 crowns.
Yeah, just 18 short.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
and it's
she's riding with someone.
What sort of horse do you have?
A war horse.
It specifically says you require a draft animal, so war horses are not trained to pull carts. It might not go very well.
I can always summon Shadow Steed, but we can only travel at night.
That'd make it tedious. But, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you could stick her on a Shadow Steed. Or you could ride a Shadow Steed and she could ride your horse.
What if she just runs off with the horse? Seems not ideal.
I'm going to assume that one of you is leading the horse, if that's the case. I'm going to assume you're not just going to be like,
yeah,
we'll just put you on a horse and let you have free rein.
Yeah.
The most appropriate use of the phrase.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like our friend is back from last session. Hello.
Ooh.
Luke, you missed out. We actually have a follower who has tuned in for... This is now the second session in a row.
Nice.
A legend.
What a moment.
So, yeah, as I said, it is the sort of the small hours of the morning. You have this woman bound in irons. Do you try and sleep the remainder of the night with someone maybe keeping an eye on her? Or do you want to strike out now?
When did this happen in the night? Because we'd been resting a bit when she turned up.
Yeah, it's probably... I want to say by this point it's probably around just after midnight, maybe 1 at the latest.
Yeah. I think it was me and Ulrich who had not slept because we were the ones waiting in the room, but I think everyone else was kind of asleep.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm pushing to travel though. I think we should get out of town.
Probably a good
get
idea.
a couple of hours out and then camp. That way she's got nowhere to go.
Exactly. She can't. If there are any allies or whatever, then she's far enough away that hopefully we don't, have an issue.
Instigate some violence, however I will.
And you're not going to get far manacled, like in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And I don't think we had to too forcefully manacle her. I mean, we were also a room of armed people. She's not going to senselessly fight us, but.
I think more just keeping the manacles on when we're camping and stuff.
Oh yeah,
just in case people fall asleep on their watch, because we all have a good habit of doing that.
That has happened before. Yes.
Don't at me.
Yeah.
I'm going full liability spec, and I will be sleeping / next to a privy at all points.
Yeah, so you'll come with a one of those chamber pots, just tied to the side of your horse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you just ride side saddle with your butt hanging off the other end.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise, the horse is going to have like an oil slick on its back.
Oh dear.
I mean, we can probably like take turns to share horses around a bit. Plus, does Alric ride a horse or does he walk?
I believe Ulrich rode like a pony or a short horse or something of that description.
Yeah.
So it would have taken you a lot longer if you were all on foot. I think the reason it only took you a bit over 5 days is because you were on horseback.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we can.
Start packing.
Yeah.
All right. So, you very quickly and efficiently, you've broken camp many a time now, pack up your room and head on down to the stables, leaving, does one of you wish to leave a token gesture of thanks on the counter for the barkeep in the morning?
I will leave 2 shillings as an apology for what I've done to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
But nothing can pay for the mental anguish.
I just
Or the sound that they'll have to forever live with.
It's just a low moan, I think.
Yeah.
I'll just leave like 6 pennies.
Cool.
Sounds like coins falling into a drain.
I wasn't going to pay any more than I thought we'd already paid for the night, so I'm not going to pay any more than we paid.
Fair enough.
Had a wonderful sleep, so
That's
I'm
it.
not going to pay
I mean,
him.
I guess what's happened to the bodies of the filth demons,
Yeah.
or are they just warriors? Like what? Because I mean, this is in the immediate aftermath of that.
Yeah. So they were full blown, like demon kin, certainly.
Yeah.
Did I mark them as unstable? Let me quickly just double check. I think I might have done. In which case they would have just bubbled back to the warp.
Okay.
We'll save on cleaning.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how.
They would have left somewhat of a like an acidic sort of like gastric juicy type puddle on the floor.
Okay.
But their bodies have gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can
Blame
just
that
blame
on
that
Lucian.
on. Yeah, so blame
Yeah.
that on Lucian. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Then I reckon we pack up and
Head on out. All right,
And
you
ship
quietly
out.
let yourself into the stables, saddle your horses. Are you putting one of you putting the hooded lady on a horse? I assume so.
Oh, one of us are gonna have to carry her.
Yeah.
or can you shadow steed it because it's nighttime?
I can try. It's gonna probably make me bleed out of every orifice in the process.
Okay, then don't do
Man.
that.
It's my booked spell, so
so it's even worse to
challenge
cast.
rating is like 13,
Yeah.
which is like stupid high.
Yeah.
So I'd be channeling for quite a while.
All right, then maybe we'll just try and put her on a horse then. I'm happy to put her on the back of my horse, or maybe she can go on the back of Ulrich's horse to start with, because he's got her
Chained.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Sensible. Cool. All right. You saddle up, mount up, and you ride on out. Fortunately, I'm just gonna roll a d10. Fortunately, it is right in that nice sweet spot of the night where the town guards haven't quite changed over yet, so the guards who are on are quite sleepy. And so they don't stop you riding out. They're supposed to tax you from
I thought so.
but the guards at the post here just happen to have dozed off at the time as you ride out of the town. And for Luke's sake, you're coming out of this gate here through the temple district.
The top one. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's the way we came in.
Yep, you're heading back up north.
Yep.
Alright, so you ride for, let's say, 4 hours until just as the sun starts to rise. And then you make your camp on the side of the road. Can you all roll for me, please, average outdoor survival tests? Steph?
Yep, should be working. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. Let me try that again. There we go.
Cool. Well, the 3 successes negate the 2
I'm in the middle.
neg 1 fails, so that's fine. You make a relatively comfortable cold camp for the night, or the remainder of the night and the early hours of the morning. You get a relatively decent night's sleep, despite the fact that you have had an interrupted evening. Those of you who are wounded, you may make a average endurance test to see if you heal.
Somehow I didn't get hurt. Interesting.
I think you.
Oh, that's right. I was stuck at the back.
You're stuck at the back.
I couldn't get
throwing
past.
spells off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I think that one I was fighting and me kept shooting and missing. I don't think I actually got any wounds.
Yeah, I think you're all right as well.
That's incredible.
Do I get toughness bonus back?
Yeah.
It's like
minus
Anakin and
1, yeah.
Obi-Wan with the lightsabers.
Well, I'll be back on full health then. I was only at 15 out of 16, so
Cool.
chill.
And yeah, so toughness bonus wounds back. So I imagine Wolfgang is probably up to full health or not far off.
Yeah, yes, I'm full health. Yeah, I was on
Cool.
16, so that's
Does Ulrich need to heal?
Great question.
Ulrich?
Let me have a quick look. I don't.
Because I thought he took some damage.
I think he
I'm
might
not
have
100%
done.
sure.
Let us see. Character sheet. Yeah, alright. Let's do one of them for him. No. He doesn't sleep very well, apparently. No wounds back for him.
He's probably staying watching the
Yeah,
everything. Oh, that Scottish accent.
exactly.
You should have let me kill the lass.
That's it.
What was
That's
the
it. It's like
mitigating
he's in the
factors
room.
behind not murdering the lass?
He certainly seemed tempted.
He did. We had to talk him out of it.
Alright, the following morning you rise, sort of, I guess, later in the morning after a decent-ish sleep. I assume you continue on your way?
Yeah.
Cool, alright. You continue north. The journey is relatively uneventful. At least today's journey has been relatively uneventful. Very few people on the road. Those who you do pass don't seem to be paying too much attention to the fact that this woman is clapped in irons. Bounty hunters exist, so they're probably not that surprised by the sight of a bounty hunter leading a bounty back to a city to claim a reward.
I'm happy to have her on my horse today.
Yep.
Because I wanted to try and see if I can ask her some more questions. Like, casually over the course of the day, not just be like, tell me everything.
Yeah.
You know, to try and make it a little bit more relaxed vibe than just a serious, full-on interrogation.
Yeah, alright, by all means. Make for me, please, a average gossip test.
Cool. Bit. There we go. Oh, sorry.
Cool. Alright, so during the course of the day, you ask her some questions, and you get the rough sort of, I guess, outline of her story. She had been an acolyte at the what's it called now? The
that doctor place.
Yeah, my brain is completely blanked on what it's called. The
Doctor place sounds pretty good.
Salzenmund Hospice. Yeah, the Salzenmund Hospice. Yeah. So she had been studying there to become a physician or a doctor.
Yep.
And she had progressed relatively far, but had ultimately been kicked out due to a lack of discipline. She claims that she fell in love with a passing adventurer. You aren't necessarily convinced that that is the case, but she does.
She's telling me at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no chance that adventurer wasn't Diablo. I've seen this before.
So she went sort of wandering. She ended up in Middenheim for a bit, where she continued her studies at the Collegium Theologica, which is where she came across this book of somewhat more esoteric healing practices. And after sort of copying a few of those sort of practices and ingredients for various poultices and potions and whatnot down, she tested a few out on a couple of people in Middenheim to seemingly no ill effect. And ever since then, she's been sort of wandering through the north of the Empire, sort of visiting towns and villages as an itinerant healer.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the act of her doing the heal or whatever is what calls those demons forth.
Yeah. Well, using the book, she's written. Yeah.
Make for me, after hearing this story, a average intuition test.
Okay.
You believe her, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you genuinely think that, whilst her story seems somewhat vague, she doesn't seem to be lying to you. Maybe she's omitting some details, but what she has told you, you believe, or at least she believes is the truth.
Do I believe that she believes it?
Yeah, exactly.
Or do I believe it?
You believe that she believes it's the truth.
She believes it, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not actively trying to deceive you, at least in her mind.
Yeah. Okay. I guess over the course of the day, I'll kind of relay that information.
Yep. All right.
So you said she was also using potions and poultices and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would I have an understanding that what she was actually doing makes sense, or she's just full of shit? I'd have some concept of what she's doing as, I guess, correct healing.
Or based on the information that has been passed on to you, make for me a challenging law medicine test. Or trade apothecary, whichever you prefer. Wow. the actual ingredients that she is using are definitely ones that you know of and have used yourself. Maybe not necessarily in these combinations, but you can sort of nut out, well, I can see why that would make sense, using this particular herb that's known to have restorative qualities with the root of this other plant, which is known to improve general well-being. And I wouldn't not think to use them together, but I can see why you would make that leap. Is sort of where your mind's going. So the poultices and potions that she has described, or at least Wolfgang has described from what she has told you, it sounds legitimate.
Cool. Well, I will write them all down in my little book. Draw some little diagrams. Be like, sales opportunity.
Yeah, but it may summon demons to kill you.
I mean, you can't win them all.
It might not have anything to do with the demons, but it might have everything to do with the demons.
Well, potentially worth making one and finding out. The more you fuck around, the more you find out.
I'm not entirely sure that's how that works, but by all means.
I mean, that's usually how you get visited by chaos.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a, what are they called? Like a first year apothecary I can con into making something a little fresher. Give him a recipe.
Alright, so towards the end of the day, you start looking for a place to camp. This is a well-travelled road, so there are quite often, I hesitate to say, designated camping spots. But you know how, on, big long highways, there's, those regular sort of, stopping points where you can, pull over and get out and stretch your legs and that sort of nonsense?
Yeah, it's places that a lot of travellers would stop at just because of whatever reason.
Because there are obviously roadhouses along the way, but you happened there are also other just spots where people go, well, this is a nice clearing. It's a good spot to stop.
They might leave some firewood and there might be a fire pit there and stuff dug out and whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So you come across one of these and you go, well, it's getting on today. Maybe we'll stop and we'll camp here for the night. Can I get you all to make for me average outdoor survival tests again?
Mm-hmm.
Wolfgang is not having a good time camping.
Clearly not.
Marvellous. Alright, well that equals 5 successes versus 4 fails, so that is a net success. You successfully camp for the night. This time not a cold camp. You get a fire going and break out some trail rations, and I don't know, maybe if one of you has a bottle of something, it might get broken out, and you have a relatively pleasant eve. It's cold but inclement. It's clear skies. It is heading towards winter, but it's still too early in the season for the first snows. You have a fairly pleasant night.
I'll crack open one of my wine bottles.
Sure. You can mark down.
I have two.
You can mark down that you've between the lot of you, you've shared a bottle of wine, and merriment was had. Stories were exchanged around the fire. Day 3 on the road. You, again, for the most part, have little in the way of any company on the road. You don't see anyone, except in passing. You get the odd travelling merchant will come past you with a cart. The road itself is well maintained, so there's no issues there. As you approach the evening of this day, light is starting to fade. You're in a more heavily wooded area, so it is getting dark faster than it would otherwise if you were out on the open plain. You can hear the sounds of a commotion up ahead, and I will deliver you onto this map. Yes, it is intentionally that dark.
Okay.
All right. I'm traveling on the horse. Who's got the lady on their horse?
I'm going to say it's currently either
My
Lucian
horse.
or Hiker.
Oh no, she'll be with me.
Okay. I'd have my lantern on, probably on my saddle, like of my horse, and I'd be riding. I think I was leading, like I would have been leading the party.
Yep. So you've got your lantern on?
Wants to. I've got my lantern on. Like, we're traveling on the road, right? Like, I don't want my horse to trip over and I have to turn it into glue. Like.
And are you doing narrow beam or wide beam?
No, pretty wide and broad, like as much light as possible, because we're on a road. We're not trying to hide from anyone.
Yep. All right. So let me put that on. You have about that much.
Yeah, I'm feeling slightly better, but I'm still not in a position to chase.
Yeah, you're probably. This is probably the last day of you feeling unwell. So you count as having the fatigue condition for the time being. So it's -10 to all of your tests.
Okay.
Right. So you can hear some commotions from up ahead.
What does I'll sort of slow down and turn around and, make sure everyone's heard that. What do we want to do?
I'll listen for a bit. What kind of noises are being made?
Yeah.
Make for me an easy perception test. Incredible. Look at that.
What a waste of a good roll.
This is it, right? Yeah. Roll massive numbers now, because
All right. It definitely sounds like some people shouting, and the sounds of some sort of beast in a aggressive state.
Like growling or snapping, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll probably light up my lantern.
Okay. Your lantern, you've got the same sort of lantern as
the storm lantern, yeah.
Yep, so I'll put that on as well. So you've also lit your lantern. Marvellous.
Should we assist?
I think so.
I'll change it to...
I will...
Yeah, change mine to beam as well.
Alright,
I'm going to...
sorry, were you saying you're both changing yours to beam rather than...
I will, anyway, to look in that direction as we approach.
I'm going to keep mine on round, and I'm going to, take it off my saddle. I'm actually going to dismount. I'm going to put it on tight onto my belt. And then I'm going to...
Yeah, I might dismount as well, but yeah, I'm going to be holding it up. Like a torch.
I'm going to basically start bellowing prayers of Sigmar's name and calling and sort of calling on that we are shepherds in the night for the humble folk of the Empire. And I am Wolfgang, priest of Sigma, and I'm here to do the will of the twin-tailed comet, and with the wrath of his fiery hammer and justice, and any foes who come to before me, so they will be smitten, rambling as I keep wandering forwards, basically, bellowing prayers. And I'm going to use the extra success levels to go for duration.
Marvellous.
You'll love to see it.
Hey, Nick makes an appearance despite not being here.
Yeah.
I'm
going to briefly get a new beverage. That's all right?
Yep. All right. Not a problem. All right. So you guys are all moving forward?
I'm following behind.
Cool. All right. If you've got the hooded woman, that she's going to be behind you, like so.
No.
Johanna, you should be able to move your character token as well.
Yes, there we go.
Cool. I'll wait a moment for Alex to return, and I'll quickly work out why the stream chat is hiding some of the messages. Deleted messages? No. Chat appearance? No. Well, I don't know. I did see whatever it was that you sent in the chat, but it disappeared and it won't show me because Twitch is the worst.
Worst.
Where's the stream?
Valorian?
There we go.
Valorian.
I see that test.
Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty, so as you get to, let's say, roughly where you are now, you can sort of see the sort of faint illumination of a campfire up ahead.
Yeah. I'm not really paying much attention at the moment because I'm, fading into religious raptures.
Yes. Yeah, I will say with the excellent perception test you guys did earlier, you can start, as you approach, you can see the soft glow of a campfire.
Yeah. And obviously some kind of carry on.
Alright, so you continue on up. Let's see, where are you at? It's relatively low light. You'll need to get closer to be able to see exactly what's happening around the campfire.
I wasn't going to stop until I am stopped.
Yeah.
Or a large and scary enough creature can get past my aura of, things aren't things I think are scared of me and friends are not scared of it.
Yep.
Basically, I was just going to keep walking into the camp saying these loud prayers. And, honorifics and gang signs and such.
Yep, perfect. Alright, well in that case, I'm going to quickly group you all together, and then I'm going to drag you all down to here. Alrighty. So, you see in the camp there is 3 travellers. They've stopped for the night. And they appear to be... one of them, the one that's closest to Wolfgang, is sort of shouting at the other 2 to hurry up, get your swords drawn, come on, I'm worried they're going to come back. And the other 2 are, quickly, trying to, stow things back into sacks or back into chests and get them stowed back onto the cart that they've got pulled up with them. And, trying to grab their swords off their carts because they've not got them on them. They've got them, they've left them on the cart. Like, what do they need swords for? This is a well-travelled road. So they're trying to arm themselves as you arrive.
Right. And
let's see if one of them sees you or not.
I'm making quite a lot of noise.
Yes, true.
And probably glowing with
Sigmar's light.
I become infused with the holy fire of righteousness.
Wow, he is
allies with line of sight to me instantaneously remove all broken conditions and gain the fearless talent while the miracle is in effect.
Right. Well,
and they remain in my line of sight. And yeah. So, and I went for +5, so that's 4 more rounds. Yeah. I mean, I know we haven't any rounds yet, but it's fellowship bonus like a round, so it's 4 plus another, so it'll be 9 rounds.
Cool. Okay. He is so distracted with ordering his fellows around that he doesn't see you come up, despite the fact that you are shouting and shouting out prayers, and you're all coming clanking down the road with horses and all that sort of nonsense. He's so distracted he doesn't even see you until he turns around and spots you right in front of him and goes, "Oh, what? Get on! You don't want to be stuck here. We're under attack."
Children of the Empire, my cousins, what are you under attack from? We are a brave party here. I'm sure we can help you assist.
There's
see from my raiment, I am ready for battle. We heard a kerfuffle, and have come to help.
Oh, well, you better be ready because there's 2. Well, I don't know what they are. They look like boars, but significantly bigger than any boar I've ever seen. They were. We heard them at first, and Hild over there went out and had a quick scope about. She thought she saw, a large boar-like creature, but had glowing red eyes. She ran back to camp, and now we can hear them circling.
Can I listen now and see if I can hear any oinking?
Sure. Did you make a perception test earlier?
I did not.
Then by all means you can make a hearing-based perception test. It will be challenging. There's a lot of noise going on with this individual making a lot of noise, and you guys... Cool. Alright, that's a 2. You don't really get too much better than that.
Blink?
You don't hear... Yeah, well, you certainly don't hear any oinking, but you do hear a deep, guttural growling from multiple places around the campsite.
Come on, who can do it? Who can do it?
You want a pig squeal? Okay. Is that what you're after?
Yeah, obviously. That's what you're describing.
Oh, dear me. I haven't done one of them in a while.
Yeah.
I am going to start channeling.
Off the breeze. How many... Would I know how many I hear?
Yeah, with that roll, I'm going to say you hear 2 distinct different sounds coming from different directions.
Cool. Well, I'll let the team know that there's 2 demon piggies in the vicinity.
That was a productive channeling roll.
It was a very much productive channeling roll. You've successfully succeeded in doing nothing.
Yes. But I did succeed.
You did succeed. It's not a failure. All right. Let's see. Based on the knowledge that has been presented to you, Wolfgang, if you wanted to do a law theology,
yep.
And Hiker, if you wanted to do a law magic test, both of them challenging, you might be able to have a hunch as to what this creature might be. Oh, so close.
What was mine again?
Law magic.
Challenging, yeah.
Challenging, yes.
Oh, yeah, Ben, technically that should be 12, I guess, if I'm rolling it.
Baby.
Sorry, what was that, Luke?
I mean, technically if I'm rolling at neg 10. That's 12.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know if
That's still a success, but yeah, not quite as good. Actually, what I might do, Luke, just whilst I think about it, I can put a universal neg 10 on all of your stats so that it'll just mean you don't have to worry about it.
Sounds good, because I will forget.
There should be a way to do this. Cool. There we go. I've just applied that to your character sheet now, so you've got a neg 10 modifier to all of your stats, which will essentially work out as a neg 10 modifier to everything.
Thank you.
Alright.
Not thank you, but...
Language magic. Okay, yeah, so you will have a fairly decent idea of what this could be. You've heard tell of these creatures before. Through your studies at the Grey College, you remember reading a book about the various different magical creatures of this world, and this one reminds you of a chaos-infected creature by the name of a razor gore.
That'd almost be like a Middenland or a Lore Empire, almost.
Um,
A bit.
They're not that common, these creatures.
Yeah, sure.
Which is why I thought theology would make more of a sense, because they are obviously fiends of chaos, and therefore...
Well, that is true. That is very true, yeah.
You might have read of them in your learnings.
Yeah.
Whether or not you share that information around is up to you.
Well, I didn't know.
Yes.
But I wasn't sure. I thought it could just be an angry boar.
I'm going to say this sounds a lot like razor gores, and if that is the case, it's going to be a hard fight if we stay. And I don't know if we can outrun them anyway.
Then we stand and fight.
I think it's the only option. Should we fix our prisoner to a tree, potentially?
At the sound of that, she says, "Oh no, don't tie me up. What if that'll just make me a prime target for these creatures?"
Just stay with me, and I'll just stick with her or move her around. Are we keeping him manacled during the transit?
I would assume so.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just like I won't be holding her manacles, but I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll keep her next to me, and if she tries to get away, I'll grab the manacles. I'll try to anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Good. Before we get much further in, I quickly just need to plug my laptop into charge, so give me a second.
Unless I cast a spell and it goes horribly wrong and I piss blood out of every orifice again, then maybe she'll run.
There is that too.
It's happened so many times, that roll. It's like 3 times that's happened to me. It's like a lot of different options.
Alright, we are charging. Yes, there's definitely a lot of other options. I'm really shocked that, I think you've done it at least twice, and I know Johanna's done it at least once.
Yeah.
Alright, so with a guttural roar, one of these razor gores comes charging out of the underbrush and is going to charge straight into Hilda here. And I will quickly make some rolls and then we will do initiative. So this is like a surprise round. So it is going to make an attack.
We could hit 2, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And Hild is going to make an attempt to dodge. Marvelous, she succeeds. And dodges out of the way. I will quickly mark that she has gained a point of advantage. And... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Guys, it's time to roll for initiative.
It's time to do.
I don't know if that's a number. I think it must have been. I think I spotted it myself.
Yeah, no, it's on there.
Got all the
Yeah, cool.
Lucian's isn't though. Did you click on your token first?
Aha.
There we go.
Did that work?
Yeah, that worked. Right, let's order you into descending order. Right. The gentleman who seems to be, I guess, in command, or at least was, the one who spoke to you, turns and looks at you and says, You've got to help us. I don't think we can stand up to 2 of these beasts. Please, I beg of you. Sigmar begs for you, please.
Just peace out.
That's so rude.
He runs right up to you. He's like, please, you've got to help us.
Yeah, all right.
Unfortunately, feels like we don't have a choice in this matter.
All right. Hiker, you're up.
I'm just gonna have to channel again.
Alrighty.
Fuck. That's the same number, I think.
Same number.
It is. It's exactly the same number.
That's impressive.
A great success. Oh, well, that's me. Actually, I might step there and bring her down one space with me.
Yep, sure. All right. Out of the underbrush, the second one charges.
Ah!
And it's going to go straight for... Let's see.
You need an Ulrich.
It's going to go straight past Lucian, and it's going to actually charge Leif.
Oh, look at it go.
It's a cool looking image there. This thing.
Yeah.
Sick.
Alright, so it is going to make an attack. Whoa. And Leif is going to attempt to dodge this. Cool. Nothing happens. Hilda is her go, so she is going to strike at the razor gore in front of her. I can't imagine this will go very well. Oh, okay. Better than I thought. Oh! Alright, that is 13 points of damage. Alright, so it can soak, I think, 5? Yeah, 5. Alright, and she will gain another point of advantage. Cool. It is that Razorgore's turn. It's going to strike back. Doing real well. She's going to parry this. She succeeds. She's racking up some advantage fast. Right, so it is the hooded woman's go. She moves to be as far away as possible from both of them behind Hiker, so moves to here, and that's all she does. Lucian, it is your go.
Run up and try and smack this piggy with the pointy end.
Nice. Now, because it is a large creature, you
don't get it.
You don't get the bonus there for outnumbering in 2 to 1.
You can still get it right, but it has to be higher than that.
Yes, you need to be. Well, it needs to be like 3 to 1, and then you get the bonus
2 to 1.
As if it was 2 to 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, it counts as 2 people.
Yes. I should have mentioned. We're here now, so I will let everything stand. All of this should have been being rolled at neg 20. For these creatures are distracting.
I hate distracting.
I am a big fan because it makes it a lot harder for you guys to just railroad everything.
Yeah, fair.
Right, so you're going against Razorgore number 2. It shall attempt to dodge this. Cool. It succeeds. In this case, Defender wins. So it gains a point of advantage. It is Leif's go. He is going to attempt.
Gets a point of advantage for that.
Yeah, it won in a post test. Huh. Yeah. Leif is going to attempt to attack the same piggy boy. So that is hard. Cool, he fails. Not as bad as that, though, so cool. Alright, Gehenna, you're up.
I'm gonna try and shoot the nearest ball with my pistol.
Cool. So, I actually think they're both equidistant. It's 25 feet.
I will shoot.
Yeah, they're equidistant to you.
Alright, then I'll shoot.
Just ping which one you want to shoot on the map.
Oh, I ping.
Just hold the
click and hold, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That one? Be more orange of the two.
Yes.
Alrighty. Make a shot. It is... Actually, you are... How far away? You are just out of range of their distracting field, so you... hang on, is it 20 feet? It should be... equal to their toughness bonus. Oh, in yards, not feet. So that is 4 yards, which is 12 feet. Okay, so you're definitely outside of range of their distracting field, so it will just be challenging.
Cool. Alright, let's give this a shot.
Cool.
Oh, there we go.
You succeed. You fire a shot, and it sticks into the... with your pistol, even better. Plus 1 impale. What does that do? Impale. It is not a critical hit, so that doesn't happen. Ammunition. Okay, cool. Alright, so that is 10 damaged. Of which it can, so 5, so it takes another 5. Alright, you gain a point of advantage for that. Wolfgang, you're up.
Alright, I'll go to this spore, because he's the closest,
Yep.
and I will attempt to strike him.
Cool. So it would be difficult.
Yes.
Hard, because they are distracting. However, because you now have 3 people attacking him, you are now considered to be outnumbering. So it will just be a flat challenging.
Just a regular
Just a regular old attack.
Right. Good.
Alright, let's see if this Razorgore is able to dodge this. It does.
Of course it does. Nice. Excellent.
Alright, we are back at the top of the round. It is Brandon's go. He is going to... Oops. I've moved Lucian by mistake. That's not what I want to do. He's going to run down here and attempt to... Oops. No, stop moving the other creatures, please. He's going to attempt to attack this Razorgore that is attacking Hild. That is not what I wanted. I wanted Brandon. He's going to do that. It will be hard. The Razorgore is going to attempt dodge. Cool. Nothing happens there. Hiker, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to take a step back.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to cast Dart.
Okay, which one?
I think the furthest one, so the more red one.
Yep.
Button.
Go for it.
I pressed the wrong thing. I'll fortune that.
I was gonna say,
Reroll.
that is a crit failure. Cool. Alright.
That's
so
5
that's
damage.
5 points of damage.
I don't know if it's enough to get through anything, but
It doesn't appear to be the case.
but it gives me an advantage,
But
correct?
it does give you an advantage. That is correct.
I was like, instead of channeling, why don't I just cast Dart, since I have a good chance of getting that off, to get advantage to help my casting.
Alright. The Razorgore that is in front of Lucian and Wolfgang is going to disengage. Because it's a larger creature, it can do that without provoking opportunity attacks.
Wouldn't we get plus 10 because it's large to hit it? I mean, minus 20 because it's distracting.
Yes, good point. Excellent point. I'll remember that going forward.
Yeah, all good. I just realised that too, yeah.
So, because it is large, it will disengage for free. Without provoking any opportunity attacks. And it will sort of run down here and try and attack... Oops. Turn around, you piggy bastard. Is going to attempt to attack Hild as well. Hild is having a bad time. It's going to use one of its advantage and do a free horns attack. Of course. Cool. I guess she'll attempt to dodge that. Oh my god. What? This woman's incredible.
She's the true hero.
She's the real hero of the piece. Alright, and then it's going to attack her normally, having been foiled with its sort of charging tusk attack. My word, I really thought these guys were going to be alright. She will attempt to parry this with her sword, which, of course, she succeeds. She's loving it.
You always roll so good for NPCs.
I know, right? So she's maxed out on advantage now.
This is a beast.
Alright, cool. Well, it loses all of its advantage because it failed to do any damage. So it is now Hilda's go. She's going to strike out at the one that's just attacked her. And rightly so, I think. So it would be hard. I think this might be a sorely wounded piggy. Oh god. Oh no. I just don't roll very well for monsters, do I?
No.
Alright.
You're a great DM for players.
Yeah, what's that? That is 9 plus 7, 16? Plus
Jesus.
7.
Jesus.
So that is 20.
That's a lot of damage.
20. That's at max advantage. Yeah. So it's 23 points of damage. So it takes quite a bit of damage there. All right. The Razorgore here is going to disengage and charge around and charge Gehenna, who shot him.
Right.
Well, you shot at him.
All I did was shoot her, that's so mean.
I know.
Well, I guess I'll try and dodge it.
Let's see if I can do anything. Doesn't look like it.
Will I try and dodge anyway?
You probably should.
Difficulty?
Hard.
Oof.
Alright. Roll for me, please, the D100.
Right.
Alright. So, for the next round, you will go last.
Fair enough.
Sorry, you will remain in initiative order for this round, but next round you will be last. Alright, the hooded woman shrieks in terror and runs over to where Lucian is.
Big mood.
Lucian, you're up.
Cool. I will smack this piggy on its little booty again.
Cool. So it will be challenging plus 10 because you're it's a larger creature. So what is that? It's not an option for plus 10. Just give yourself a point of advantage.
I'll just do the SL bonus of 1.
Yeah, that works. Cool.
Yeah.
Razorgore. Marvellous. Leif is also going to turn and attack this Razor Gore as well. So that would be... incredible. Watch as the Razor Gore fails this dodge test. Oh, wrong one. Cancel. This one. Oh, it actually succeeded, but not enough. So that is 8 points of damage. It takes that many. Gehenna, you are up.
Didn't I go last though?
No, that's
Am I last?
next round.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you're going last kind of anyway. But yeah.
Now, do I need to reload my pistol?
Yes, you will.
I mean, Gehenna and I go together, don't we?
Yes, technically.
Basically, yeah.
So, how do I just spend a turn reloading it essentially?
You need to make a ranged. Is it black powder weapon or is it a what sort of weapon is it?
It's a flintlock pistol, so
I think it's range black powder. I think.
yeah, I think so.
Yep. So you need to make a ranged black powder test, and you'll need to roll more success levels than the reload quality on the weapon, which I think is a 1 probably.
Yeah. So basically, do I just click on it and roll it as per normal?
No, so rather than clicking on the weapon, you'll need to do like an actual ranged black powder test.
Okay.
To reload
Oh
it.
yes. Here we go.
It takes a turn to reload, but only if you succeed.
Yes.
Difficulty.
Well, it is distracting still, so it will be at -20.
Alright, let's give it a go. Woo!
You succeed. You successfully reload your pistol.
Nice. Like holding up a finger to the bottom. Just one moment, please.
Alrighty. Wolfgang, you're up.
I'm going to go back to this pig here that keeps running away from me.
Yep.
And I shall attempt to smite him. So there are what? We outnumber it now?
You do outnumber it, so that will be essentially just +10. So you will add 1 success level. Yeah.
So that would have been 1 6. So if I rolled 70.
Yep.
Your target number would have been 75.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that would have been a success with
0
success levels. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a success.
Alright. Razor Gore shall attempt to dodge.
Raise the gore. Your.
It succeeded.
Ugh.
First time I think I've succeeded on a dodge test for these guys the entire fight.
Dodged me before too.
Alright.
That's right. I shall continue chasing it around, attempting to whack-a-mole it.
Brandon is going to move over to this Piggo and make an attempt to best it in combat. It will be hard. How? How are you rolling that well?
Wow.
I don't understand.
These guys have been just like having all the Reynolds delight before.
Yeah, clearly.
These boys showed up.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Having a forest rave.
6. Marvelous. Hiker, you're up.
I'm gonna move up to here and try. Am I gonna move up to there? Yeah, I'll try and hit it with my sword.
Do some slicing and dicing.
So it's neg. What's the distracting?
So it's -20, but you are currently now outnumbering it, so that essentially removes the neg 20, so making it challenging, and it's also plus 10 to hit a larger creature than you. So, if you just add 1 success level, then, then you're fine.
That doesn't change my target number though, so...
Well, just roll challenging, and then just add 1 success level to whatever you roll, essentially.
Yeah, so that's plus 6.
Plus 6. Marvellous.
So, it's 13.
Watch as this Razor Gore
doesn't roll,
succeeds in dodging. Ready? I'm tempting fate by saying it succeeded. Okay. So that is, you said 6 success levels, so it's 13 damage.
Yes. That's just my regular weapon.
Yep. Cool. Alright.
That's it.
Okay, this Razor Gore over here has decided that it has had enough, and it is going to attempt to run away.
Well, we can't stop it, can we?
I mean, you sure can try if you want.
I thought we don't get attacks of opportunity.
That's
or
correct,
did
you don't.
You...
But
yeah.
Well, that's if it's choosing to disengage, right?
Sorry, was that?
I guess it can just choose to disengage, right?
Yes, as a larger creature than you, it can choose to disengage with no ill effect.
Yep.
So it's going to run off into the woods over this way. It will lose its advantage because it doesn't do any attacks. Hilda is going to move over this way and attempt to help her friends. Being the absolute combat machine that she is, she's probably going to do quite well here.
Box it in.
Plus 8.
Wow.
Cool. Right, so let's see. I don't have high hopes. Oh, it did succeed, technically. But that is a lot of damage. That's 15 damage. And this Razor Gore, I think, has met his match. Hild runs her sword into this Razor Gore, and it lets out a death rattle and dies.
So what were they worried about? These guys were trying to run away from the Razor Gores. Like, oh my god, What were they
scared of? Just slayed them.
I was not expecting them to be quite so freaking OP.
And then just solo the Razor Gores.
Meanwhile,
we're here being like, come back, and then it runs away.
Yeah, here's me being like, Razor Gores,
away.
that'll be a nice challenge for you because they've got plenty of hit points. It should be a nice challenge for you. No, apparently not.
It's your own fault, Ben.
I know,
they weren't a challenge for you, right? They probably were challenging for us.
Yeah.
They weren't challenging for you.
If they'd all cowered in fear, then yeah, probably would have been not so much of an issue. Right.
There is that too, I guess. Yeah.
Let's see. It is the hooded woman's go. She stays where she is. Lucian, it's your go.
Okay, is there any more piggy activity? Piggy activity finished.
Only that one that ran off.
Yeah, I'm still not willing to go anyway, so I'm just going to move back towards the group. Who knows when their trots will begin.
So you're just moving over to there?
Yeah, calling it good.
Cool. Leif is similarly going to move over to here and look off into the distance to see where the pig went. Johanna, it is your go. Oh, no, sorry, it's Wolfgang's go and then yours.
Mm-hmm.
So the other pig has kind of run off, has it?
It has run off into the woods. Entirely up to you if you wish to give chase.
I'm going to try and give chase, actually, yeah.
All right.
Into the woods we go.
Yeah.
Into the woods.
How far can I run?
You have a run of 16, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm going to chase. Like... after it, like... So what's 16? I can run more than 16 feet, because that's only that far.
Yes, it's...
There's like 3...
No?
It's essentially... yes. 16 squares.
Yeah. probably about there.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh, no, that was only about like from there and then to sort of there. That's sort of 12 and then sort of another. Yeah, that's about 16. There we go. Cool.
Alright, so you've run off into the woods. Johanna, it is your go.
Alright. Suppose I'll follow.
Alright. So you can
Which
see
way?
a small point of light in the distance, which is where Wolfgang has gone charging off into the underbrush, so I guess you head in that direction.
How far can I go?
Similarly, you can
Same,
do 16 as well.
I can... Whoop. Oh gosh. Can't move. Oh, there we go. So I can go up here as well?
Yeah, you can run all that way, not a problem.
Yeah, sure. Whee!
Alright, so as you got to around here-ish, you would have seen the pig out of the corner of your eye off to your right.
Oh, over there. Okay.
So
I'm
up
over
to you
that
whether
way.
or not you redirect in that direction or not. So yeah, as I said, when you got to about here-ish, the piggy appears to be off to your right in the brush.
Would I have seen that as well or not?
Not in the way that you charged, no.
Sure, that's fine.
I might go a little bit further, say to about here.
Alright.
If I can call and direct others over.
Are you wanting to light up your lantern at all, Johanna, now that you're out in the woods in the dark? Or are you going to...
Yes, I would actually.
Marvellous. You strike up your lantern. Let me quickly pop that on for you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Here there be pigs. Brandon goes to check on Hilda.
Oops, all pigs.
Hiker, it's your go.
I pour some of my lantern oil on the thing in front of me and set it on fire.
Sure.
Because it's full of corrupted, like chaos juice, basically. I just want to burn it.
Go for it.
I don't know if I have to roll or
I'm
anything.
having a think as to whether or not I would need you to roll anything for me. Yeah, make a...
I suppose like how successfully I catch it on fire. Maybe
Yeah.
it's going to take a while or I get it really going.
Just trying to think what the
Outdoor
best test-
survival?
That's what I was sort of leaning towards, was outdoor survival. I'm going to say it's challenging.
Yep.
Cool.
I struggle.
You attempt to strike a spark in the beast's sort of pelt, but your flint is not producing any sparks, no matter how much you strike it against the steel.
That was my turn, struggling away.
The Razorgore... the Razorgore, seeing that it is now being hemmed, is going to attempt to make... You're dead. Is going to attempt to make a willpower test. It succeeds. It goes into a frenzy.
Oh, good.
And it's going to charge Johanna, seeing as she's right there. So it goes into a frenzy. I need to quickly read up how the rules for frenzying work again. Frenzy. See psychology. I hate that it does that. Frenzy, cool. So it has successfully gone into a frenzy. It is immune to psychology and will not flee for any reason.
Oh boy.
Blah, blah, blah. The only attack that it can make is a weapon attack. Furthermore, you may make a free attack each round as you are throwing everything into your attacks, and it gets a +1 strength bonus whilst it's attacking. sounds like it's going to be a great time. All right. So,
Yep.
+1 strength bonus. So that takes it up to. That actually takes it up to that. So it's going to do its free attack. I'll just do it as this. Oh my god! Come on! You will need to roll a dodge for this, Steph.
Yeah. Difficulty.
It will be
It crits itself? Wow.
hard.
Hard, okay.
Cool. Well,
Take it.
it will then make its normal attack against you. Come on, buddy. You'll need to attempt to dodge again.
Alrighty. Same difficulty as in hard.
Still hard, yep.
Yep. Hey! Win.
Doesn't friggin' paramatter. Alright. Hild is...
You got to roll a crit. He rolled 99.
He did roll a crit. He is a bestial creature, so I don't think it necessarily is going to affect him.
Hild Pig Slayer.
Hild Slayer of
I don't
Beasts. I will roll it anyway. What does that come up as? I don't think it's going to necessarily affect him. That might be to do with weapons.
He drops a tooth.
Yeah, no, that won't affect him.
Cool.
Alright, Hild, Slayer of Beasts, will, hearing the commotion out in the wilderness, move out this way, but she's short of hearing, so she'll kind of move off in this direction. And unfortunately, because she does no actions this turn, she loses all of her advantage. What a shame. The hooded woman moves up behind... moves up next to Lucian, actually, and is looking at the Razor Gore. And she turns to Lucian and says, I have heard that there are potential medicinal properties that can be gained from harvesting the stomach of a Razor Gore.
Silence, Chaos Worshipper.
That kind of hearing is why you're in chains. Shut your face.
Oh no.
Well, Lucian, it's your go.
I'm just gonna sit here and just watch her, make sure she doesn't do anything fucking dumb.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be staring at her with my, pointy end just facing her.
Alright. Leif also goes stumbling out into the woods, but he is also not very good in hearing, so he's going to run out this way. Johanna, you are up.
Well, since it's so close,
You've got a very angry boy right in front of you.
can shoot it just point blank, can't I?
You can shoot it point blank.
I might shoot it point blank.
Do it.
Hard difficulty?
It is hard. Now, you should have lost your advantage as well. You have done. Cool, that's fine.
Be back in a sec.
Cool.
I'm gonna try again.
You're going to use a fortune?
I am. I want to do better than that.
Alright.
Hard.
That is technically better than that.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
The shot goes wide and zings off into the underbrush.
Woohoo!
Wolfgang.
Take that, underbrush.
You're up.
Excellent. I'm going to rush towards the sound of that shot.
Yep.
And the pig. Can I kind of see them or not?
You can definitely see, now that Johanna's lit her lantern up, you can see the sort of glow from that direction.
Yeah. How far do I need to go to a charge?
That's a great question.
It's more than your middle movement one. There's 3 movement things.
Yeah.
It's more than the middle, in between the middle and the full run, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's correct. So I don't think you quite make that
I don't think
for a
so,
charge.
no.
But you can definitely move
I'm
in
not,
combat.
I'm not doing yeah, that's fine. I'll do that little snake through the trees and run into it there.
Yep, cool. Alright.
Now, do we 2-to-1 attempt count as outnumbering or not?
No, it needs to be 3-to-1 for a large creature.
So it's neg 10.
It is neg 10. That is correct. Yes.
Because he's
because he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Here
There we
it
go.
is. Here it is.
There we go.
It's finally happening, everyone.
Oh, well, we'll see him. Oh, well.
He's actually succeeded on a roll.
Still roll as an 8.
Yeah.
My number's better than his.
It is. So that is only 10 damage because the difference is only 2. So it will
just cripple it.
take that many.
Straight to the leg.
Alright, top of the round again. Brandon looks to the two of you who are standing next to the Razorgore and says, she has a point. I have heard that Razorgores, their guts sell for quite a bit to the right people. If you're not going to get at it, I might.
Can I respond, or should I wait for my turn?
No, by all means, you can respond.
If you want me to take you in chains to the Grey Order, then by all means, go for it. Otherwise, shut up and let me burn it.
Alright. Have your way. Hiker, it's your go.
And then I'll turn and fail to light it again. I'll try it again. Blasted flint. Yeah.
There we go.
I just get a spark going.
You manage to get a spark going and the oil catches and it starts, it comes to light. I will, to illustrate this, say that it emits a bright light. For, let's say, that many feet. Cool, so that is now emitting a bright light whilst it's burning. Alright, the Razorgore is going to now swing wildly at Wolfgang. It will use its free attack there.
Now, is this a difficult challenge too?
Yes, it will be, yes.
Or is it hard? 'Cause it's...
Any and all tests against... Oh, no, you're not trying to hit it, so yes, it will be hard.
Hard, yeah.
Actually, before you roll that, let me quickly just check something.
Okay. I did click to roll, and it didn't come up with a number.
Interesting.
The anticipation.
Okay, so, something that we've been forgetting to do, it's not really impacted too much because I've been rolling terribly.
Yeah.
So, defending against big creatures, if you want to use melee to defend against in an opposed test, you would get 2 negative success levels because you're trying to attempt to block a creature larger than you. It is recommended to try and dodge instead.
Okay.
So up to you. You can still attempt it if you want.
Yeah.
But there'll be a neg 2 SL on that.
To be honest, my dodge and the neg 2 plus neg 2 could be neg 4, right?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. Is actually basically the same.
Okay.
Do you get a minus to dodge from wearing armor like that? Like what you're wearing?
I don't know.
Or is your dodge just bad?
My dodge is just not bad. It's my stealth. I get minuses to stealth. It doesn't want to let me use my shield. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just melee basic, I guess. Sorry, is that gone? Ugh. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, okay. Why is this...
You'll love to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. It deals 11 points of damage to your arm.
Okay. So it is... The shield takes off 2.
Mhm.
Then the armor takes off more than that. Another 4, and then my toughness bonus takes off 4.
So that's
that
10,
is...
so you take
I
a
take
single wound?
1 damage.
Far
I
out.
take 1 damage, yeah.
When did you become the tank? Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
That's partly why I thought I'd use the shield to block, because I thought,
Yeah.
you know what, if it hits me, yeah,
It
Cool.
will attempt to hit you again, however.
sure, that's fine.
Wow.
Booyakasha.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
And I just nimbly
Nimbly just step aside. your
ninja
plate armor.
step out the way. That's it.
Alright, well, say goodbye to that advantage that I just earned. You get a point
I
of
don't get.
advantage,
Well, I
however.
don't get. Do I get an advantage for that?
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
good.
You succeeded in an opposed test.
Excellent. I gain the one I lost from losing the other one.
Hild, hearing the clash, is going to run over. Hild's Pigslayer.
Yeah.
Now that you outnumber it, maybe, just maybe. She's going for it. The Razorgore shall attempt to dodge. No, that is what's that? 9 damage. All right. We have had a question from the gallery here. Yes, Steve has answered it correctly. The question was, if it hits, even if it fails, is it just the SL difference that counts? But yes, Steve correctly said that, yeah, if both people fail, then it's just a fail. Alright, so yeah, the hooded woman, she looks on at the burning Razorgore and says, "Oh my, this smell is truly awful," and she backs away over here. Oops. Lucian, you're up.
I'm gonna go stand next to her and just let her know that, you know what even smells worse? It's the bodies that you left behind, mate. And I'm just gonna train the axe on her.
Alright. Leif continues stumbling around in the wild. It's not doing very well. Gehenna, you are up.
I guess I will... It's probably better to stab it with my sword at this range.
Probably. I mean, look, you can attempt to to reload your pistol if you wish.
I think I will try and stab it with the magic sword and
Magic
hope
sword?
that I don't.
Do it.
Yep. Alright.
So it'll be... I was about
Alright,
to say...
we're trying that again.
Okay. Well,
Is it
it's
hard?
challenging because you now outnumber it. And then
Okay.
add 1 success level to that.
Okay. Ah, jeez. How do I add a success level? Would I just make it easy?
No, so it'll still be challenging. Just when you do the roll, just add a success level on to whatever it is
Oh,
that
yeah,
it
yeah,
has.
I get what you mean.
Alrighty.
That
You
should-
fail to strike it. It will make an attempt to dodge. I don't see this doing well. Better than you, but still not great. Wolfgang, you're up.
Alright, I will try and strike the pig. Which we're now at +10, yeah? Because there's 3 of us?
That's correct. Yes.
Excellent. Oof.
That is an oof. I will.
It's very much the opposite end of what I want.
Make a dodge, and then I'll need you to roll a d100 for me.
Yes, you will.
Cool.
So I still failed less bad.
Still
than
failed.
it.
89. That is. Oh, okay. You overextend yourself and stumble or twist your ankle. I'm going to say it's more a case of that you overexert yourself and you feel something go in your shoulder.
Knee again. I was just on my shoulder. Okay, not my knee again.
Oh, yeah, good point. You did injure your knee. Yeah, let's say it's the knee that has just recovered from its previous injury. You suffer a minor torn muscle injury.
Okay, great.
I think it would be more appropriate if it was the opposite knee, because you are overcompensating the whole time.
Actually, you're probably right.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, we'll make some rolls for that once this combat round finishes up.
Yeah.
And we'll see how long that lasts for.
Yeah.
All right. At the top of the round, Brandon is like, I best go and see where the rest of them are off to, and he heads off this way. He doesn't quite make it to you. Hiker, you are up.
Can I see the other Razor Gore from where I am?
You cannot see the Razor Gore, but you can see a couple of spots of light from your two companions with their torches.
Okay. Think I'll just go around and clear some of the shrubbery and stuff around this burning carcass.
Sure. Make for me, please, I guess we'll do an outdoor survival test. That makes the most sense, just to see how successful you are at clearing away the brush. Average.
I did challenging, so
add 2
that's 6
to that. That's basically, you basically created that. Yeah, cool. You quite adequately managed to create a bit of a fire bank around this so that it's not going to create a forest fire as it burns. Alright, the Razor Gore is going to strike out at Hild this time because it's enraged, so it will do its free attack on her. Marvellous. Hild is going to attempt to dodge this. She fails! Here we go. Alright, that is 17 points of damage. Which should be... she has 4. So that is 17. Hild drops, gored. So she's out. And with its second attack, it will attempt to strike at Gehenna.
The difficulty of the dodge?
It will be hard.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, that is 17 damage.
Fuck!
Yep.
Oh wait, armor and stuff.
Yes.
And toughness bonus. So...
And that's at your head as well, so I don't know if you're wearing armor on your head.
I am wearing 1 armor on my head. What's my toughness bonus for? So 5. Yikes! I'm on 2 wounds. This thing's hit like a truck.
Alright. The hooded woman, hearing the cries of pain, goes, "Oh! Sounds like people are injured. We must go and attempt to heal them." And she makes to move off into the woods.
Can I attempt to grab her? We'll grab the manacles.
You are...
Oh, no, I probably wasn't close enough.
You're not close enough. Seeing as Lucian, you're up next, I will allow you to make like a reaction to try and grab the manacles. as she runs off. But it's going to be... I'm going to say it's going to be hard because it is a small object that you're trying to grab, and she's moving past you.
Yep. What am I rolling? Sorry?
Just make a dexterity test at hard difficulty.
Literally cannot pass this test.
You literally cannot pass this test?
Unless I roll a 1.
Do it.
Well, it's a 1, 2, and 3, isn't it? That's not a 1, 2, or 3 though.
No. Okay, she successfully runs past you, and heading in the direction of the woods, and the injuries. It is your go, however.
Incoming demon healer.
Yeah, it is your go. So if you wish to chase after her, you by all means.
Yeah, I will run my full measure. To like here, I guess.
Cool.
She's indicated that she's running towards the fray, right?
Sorry, what was that?
She's indicated that she's running towards the fray. So would she have, is that as far as she's...
That's as far as she's gotten, yeah. She's not gone all the way.
I'll just stay by her side then, and just chaperone, essentially.
Alright, Leif moves up to around here. He's finally caught on to where the combat is, but he's not going to participate. Gehenna, you're up.
If I disengage, can it get me?
Very much so.
How much will a healing potion heal?
It will be your toughness bonus plus 4, I think is how I do it.
Cool, I'll do that.
Cool. So you down a healing draft. So you'll regain your toughness bonus plus 4.
That'll bring me up to 10.
Marvellous. Wolfgang, you're up.
Yep. Maybe.
You have done a blap. It shall make an attempt to a dodge. It dodges.
Yep.
Here we go.
Cool.
Here we go. Brandon, seeing Hild has been felled by this Razor Gore, is going to run in swinging and make an attempt to lay it low. I clicked on the wrong one. Should be this one here. So it is challenging with 1 success level. Let's go. He does not. The Razor Gore will attempt to dodge. It does. It's spiraling, boys. Hiker, you are up.
I will charge to about there.
Cool. Gain a point of advantage for charging. And you will... I'm assuming you're going to attempt to strike it with your sword?
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. So that will be challenging plus 1 success level.
So plus 1 success level.
So, yeah, 1 success. It will attempt to dodge. It wins.
Oh yeah, defenders win.
Defenders win.
I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep.
That's fair. That's all good.
Alright. No catches.
Alright. Thanks for joining anyway.
Gotcha. Bye.
We'll see you next time. Alright. It is the Horned Beast's go. It will make its free attack at Wolfgang.
Ugh. Where's it gone? So it's actually worse than that. It's one worse than that. I would have rolled a 23.
Oh, okay.
So one success level.
One success level. Alright, so that is 18 points of damage to your left leg.
Yeah. So I take off 10, as we know. Oh no, I think my R legs might be less armoured. They are less armoured. I take off 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, yep.
Marvellous. And then for its second attack, it's going to swing around and strike out at Hiker. Succeeds. I best pull up Hiker's character sheet.
Probably would be quite rude to kill Hiker.
It would be quite rude to kill Hiker while she's not here. Oh no. Okay, so that's 14 points of damage. No, 15 points of damage. To where? The left arm. What has Hiker got in the way of armor and whatnot? She can soak 4. Okay, so that means that she takes... cool. Alright, well... Hiker's having a rough go of it. That will also lose her all of her advantage. That should be that. The hooded woman is going to still try and get out to go and do some healing, so she's going to attempt to move out this way. Up to you, Lucian, if you want to attempt to stop her.
At this point, I'm not. I'm going to foolishly attempt to attack said pig.
Sure.
Don't actually think I can possibly hit it.
Alright, it is challenging with 1 success level on top.
But with my neg 10, even with that neg 20 bonus, it's still...
Okay, so it's just going to be flat challenging then.
I already have that neg 10 applied, you said, so...
Yes, so it'll just be a flat challenging roll. Cool. I don't think this can actually fail it, but I will roll it anyway. Dodge. Oh, it did fail. Not that it matters, but technically it did fail an opposed test, so it loses all of its advantage.
That ends its train of pain.
Alright, I quickly have to duck off to the loo, so I'll be back in half a second.
Now the question is, will the pig kill the party?
I can hope not. That would be such a way to go. Quick change our group goal, get killed by pigs.
Yeah. This chick heals you. What's that gonna look like?
Well, hopefully she's still not got some chaos about her, because...
Yeah, some chaos boys could turn up.
Okay, I very much just want to kill her.
I mean, would they kill the pig, though? Would we set them on the pig?
She's really just asking to be booked with an axe at this point.
That's chaos blaming.
Alright, yeah, so Lucian, it was your go. Leif is going to, seeing Hild being gored, try and make an attack. Leif, let's go. Leif has been pretty useless so far. So let's see if he can redeem himself. He does. The Razor Gore has finally lost all of its advantage, so it might actually... Yep. 7 plus 4 is 11. It can only soak 5. So Leif manages to run through the gore, the Razor Gore I should say, slaying the beast finally.
Phew.
Alright. Alright, so you...
I'm going to drink a healing draft.
Yep.
Was it toughness bonus?
Toughness bonus plus 4.
Okay, cool. Alright, great. I'm going to drink a healing draft. And then race over to one of the downed people and try and bandage them and heal them and look after them.
Yep, I'll be doing that as well. Who's downed at this point?
So, Hild, who is here, she has been gored. She's basically unconscious right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Hiker has also taken a decent chunk of damage, as has Gehenna.
But those two aren't down.
No,
So they're not
no.
in immediate
So
danger of death.
Hild is the one
Hiker's
who's like dying, essentially.
Good, well, I'll
Gehenna's
go do
drunk a
some.
potion. Hiker's still conscious and lucid, so can choose to drink a potion. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the downed one.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
assist you with that.
Marvelous. Okay. Wolfgang, then I'll get you to make a heal test.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be average because you're getting an assist from Lucian, who
Yep.
is skilled in
Cool.
healing.
Yep.
Excellent. Plus 4. Let's have a look at heal. Alright, so that will heal wounds equal to your intelligence modifier plus your success levels. So what's your intelligence modifier?
3.
3? So should
Yeah.
heal 7. Marvelous. So that takes
I've got a healing pulse. I do have a healing poultice and bandages.
Okay,
I
if
should
you
use them or not.
if you use the healing poultice,
Yep.
that will prevent an infection. Which I was about to
Well, I
literally
will-
say I'll probably need you to roll to see if she gains an infection from this. So
Yeah, sure. Well, I will use a healing poultice.
marvelous.
Like I'm sure that Lucian would have said, "Hey, use a healing poultice."
Yeah.
If he didn't have any of them, his own. But
I don't have
may
any.
well do.
I only have
You don't have any?
one draft left.
Yeah, I've got some. I had a healing, so I'll use a healing poultice.
Marvelous.
Actually, I do. Actually, have a.
That's right. I'll use one of mine. That's fine. I raced over first and probably would have gone healing stuff.
No, you're right. I have 4 drafts and 4 bandages, so I can give you the bandages, just not the poultice.
Alright, well, Hild is once again lucid and conscious, and because you used the healing pulses, she did not gain an infection from that, so well done. Right, so you've got a Razor Gore corpse behind you, slowly burning down into embers, and a Razor Gore corpse directly in front of you. The night returns, the nightly noises return now. The sounds of animals sort of chittering in in the dark, and like small animals scurrying around away from the firelight. What would you like to do?
We'll grab the hooded figure by the manacles and just walk her back to the fire with everyone else.
Okay.
Do we want to harvest? Well, actually, no. I wouldn't have heard that the bull guts are valuable, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with that. I would just go and
Go back to the.
We can drag this piggy to the initial piggy fire.
Sure. Yeah, if you're burning it, then yeah, I'll help do that.
Alright, if you're going to do that, I'll get you to make a strength test, but if there's going to be more than two of you doing it, it'll be average.
Is someone else helping me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
My knee gives out.
Your knee does give out. That's a good point, actually. Your wound, we need to...
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Torn muscles. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. It will mean you get a neg 10 penalty to all tests involved with your legs. And it was your leg, which means that your movement will be halved.
Yeah.
And it will be 30 minus your toughness bonus in days to heal.
26.
26 days to heal.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me make a note of that.
All right.
What leg was that again? Was it the left one?
I think it was right, actually.
Let's go. Right.
I've said right leg.
Right knee. And that is for Wolfgang. Cool. Alright, that's those notes written there. Marvellous. Alright, Lucian, you managed to, even with Wolfgang's knee giving out partway, you managed to successfully drag the corpse of the Razor Gore over to the other one and stack it on top. Make for me, please, an outdoor survival test. Average. Cool. It is able to catch a light from the embers of the other Razor Gore corpse and start burning as well. Alright.
It's handy.
So with that done, you... I'm going to move a lot of you back over to here. The sort of leader of this group of individuals says, Ulrich be praised. Thank you for coming to our assistance there.
Where is our hooded friend?
Oh, well, I don't know that we would have managed on our own if you hadn't arrived to assist.
It is fortunate timing. What were you doing out here to begin with?
Please, you must share our camp for the night. There's a very bare minimum that we can offer you. Leif, break out one of those bottles of Chilean brandy that we acquired. And Leif goes to their cart and comes back with a bottle of this rather fine Chilean brandy, which he starts pouring out into small cups for you all.
So what brings you to these woods, and where are you headed? Why are you camped here?
Oh, we're merchants. We're heading back from Altdorf all the way up to Salzenmund to sell our wares on to the various free ships that berth there.
What wares do you have?
Mostly we've got a mix. We've got some. What have we got there? We've got some bundles of cloth, various different qualities. We've got some wood that we picked up in Beekerhofen. That's where we just came from. We've got some dwarven ale. We've got a variety of other alcohols. A mixed bag, very much so.
I don't know what to do without an adult. Actually, from here I need to call it as well. I have to be up pretty early tomorrow, so I might beat you all at you.
Alright, not a problem. Thanks for joining.
No worries, I will catch you later.
Yep, we'll see you around. Alright, well, with just the two of you, what would you like to do? You've currently seated around the fire with these fellow travellers on the road. They have offered you a fine Chilean brandy and had been explaining to Lucian that they were returning from Altdorf to Salzenmund with wares for sale.
I'll definitely share in the brandy.
I figured you might.
Yeah. If once that's done, I might even share some of my own. I'll ask them more about their travels, where they've been trading the last few years.
Make for me, please, a gossip test. I'm going to say, considering that it is now lubricated by the consumption of alcohol, that it will be easy. Wow.
Too drunk.
Wow.
Okay, back, sorry.
The Brandon, as he's introduced himself, says, well, we've been running the roads from Altdorf right the way up through Salzenmund for, well, a good few years now. Haven't we, lads? And Leif and Hild sort of just nod and make sort of agreeing sounds. We run a bit of everything, just whatever's in season, whatever's in demand in the various different towns. A bit of this, a bit of that. Looks like we've got a decent haul this time round. So hopefully we will make a decent profit off of this one. Where are you headed? Are you on this road? I assume you're headed to Salzenmund.
Well, provided we don't get any more attacks.
Of course, we have our business from the temple there.
Temple, fair enough. Holy people. I mean, clearly, brother of Sigmar here. Clearly
Indeed,
holy
I
people.
am, yes, Wolfgang Vigmar, at your service.
You certainly were, my friend. Definitely were. We would have struggled if you hadn't chanced upon us. That's for certain.
And I think us likewise.
Well, I shall drink a toast in Sigmar's name for your fortuitous arrival and assistance. And he pours a top up of this Chilean brandy to you all, and raises his drinking vessel, and says, "Praise Sigmar for friendly travellers on the road."
Indeed.
It is a very fine Chilean brandy.
Excellent.
You, after supping at it,
Yep.
I would like for you to make an intuition test, please.
Okay. Briefly, while I'm gonna try and heal, not heal, pray, with them and over the wounded one.
Yeah. Okay.
That is what it is. Okay, I'll do the intuition. Yep.
It will be average. Okay. You're a little bit looking at these fellows and comparing it to the brandy. You're wondering how they managed to acquire it, if they came from Altdorf as they said they have. But you just had a big fight, and this is really quite a nice brandy. You're not gonna think too much on it.
Yeah. The fact that they're smugglers isn't going to come up for Wolfgang.
Yeah. You don't know they're smugglers.
No, the Wolfgang doesn't know they're smugglers.
They could just be merchantmen on the road and happened to have some wares that they may or may not have acquired through back channels.
Sure.
So you share their camp for the night, and the following morning you break camp, and Brandon says, "Well, if you are travelling to Salzenmund, by all means you're welcome to share the road with us. Better strength in numbers, I say."
I agree.
Of course.
So you
But for now,
continue on your way back to Salzenmund. The remainder of your journey is uneventful. I'll get you both to make for me easy gossip tests for your journey back and your conversations that you have with Brandon and the others.
Cool.
That's good music.
Alright, so with that, Jenna, would you like to make an easy gossip test as well?
Yeah, I will do. Let's see if I can fail horribly again. Hey!
Excellent.
That's more like it.
Alright, so during your the 2 days that you have remaining to travel back to Salzenmund, you learn a little bit more about Brandon and his fellows, and without saying as much, it becomes apparent that they are, in fact, smugglers. You were completely correct to assume so.
Yeah. I thought it probably was.
The wares that they have in their wagon, for the most part, at a casual glance to the uneducated would look like they are of fine quality, but you've had a couple of days to sort of cast your eye over them, and you realise that the cloth is not of the finest cut. Like, it's probably suitable for lower class people, but it's certainly not going to be bringing a great deal of coin in. The timber is mostly, like, it's only really the top couple of planks that are visible that look to be in good quality. The rest underneath are definitely of a lower grade. You know, splintering. A couple of them appear to have some sort of wood rot. And the alcohol that is, they've called Dwarven Ale, has quite clear signs of the seal having been tampered, and it looks like, at the very least, it looks like whatever liquid was in there had been replaced with water or maybe cheap ale.
Right.
Probably half a day out from Salzenmund, Brandon says, what path do you intend to take back into the city?
The gates, of course.
Well, there are many entrances into Salzenmund. Will you be taking the entrance of the Red Keep, or will you be heading through the Ryerscatter?
Which one did we leave from?
You would have left through the Crimson Bastion.
Yeah.
But when you first arrived here, you came in through the Ryerscatter.
Yeah. I mean, we'd probably just go to the closest gate.
Cool. Well, coming from the south, it will be the Ryerscatter.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we say that, right, guys? Unless anyone else has got a... I mean, Johanna, you're probably quite keen on these priority light types. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they're not bad.
Us lawful good types are probably like,
I think if I were to do unlawful things, it would be on my own terms.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Lucian?
Luca's left, so it's just the two of you now.
Okay. Right, okay.
We
Fair enough.
perhaps want to wait until more people can chime in.
Yeah. Possibly, actually. I know that's a very sudden end.
I mean, if you want to end it here, sort of just out on the outskirts of the city, that is completely
Could be a
fine.
cliffhanger.
And maybe we wait till like next one to make the decision, kind of thing, as a group, because I just feel like there's some people who would, myself included, who would probably almost try and be tempted to turn them into the authorities. I mean, I probably would end up being like chaotic good and going, maybe not, because like they did help us, we helped them, they're Sigmar's folk. I'm not trying to, not trying to dog the boys, as it were.
Yeah.
Provided they're not going to do anything too horrible, and they clearly don't seem to be like, they're not murderers, like they're not real horrible people. But then also, I know that like Hiker and Lucian and Elric would probably be more likely to want to potentially almost turn them in. Maybe, or at least, separate a lot more.
Alright, well, if that's what you'd like to do, I'm happy to leave it here. So we'll just say that you are on the walls of Salzenmund are visible in the distance, but you're probably a good half a day's ride away yet.
Yeah, if that's not annoying.
No, that's all good.
Cool.
Not a problem. And we did say this would be a shortish one, so that's
Yeah.
so that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Fought some bulls, drank some brandy.
You did?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for this evening.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we should do this in a fortnight's time.
Yeah.
If that works. That will be the 24th.
Should do.
Indeed it will.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Time flies.
It does.
We're getting close up to our 3 years of playing.
Oh,
3
wow.
years. Wow.
Yeah, so I think it'll be
Wow.
mid-April. We'll make 3 years that we've been going on this campaign.
Oh, that's nice. Wow, that's a bit wild.
It is rather, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, gosh.
To think we started this during COVID,
We did.
Yeah.
and now here we are 3 years in.
It's true. And
Yeah.
there's a few different characters.
Goodness.
A couple of different characters. We haven't had anyone strictly die so
Yeah.
far.
No. We
We've
did
had-
come pretty close against the orc, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what was his name? Cobus got pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
It's true.
And basically couldn't walk. And Rain was basically unhelpful for the latter half of his character's progression before you made it to Middenheim.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you've done well.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cool.